I know we have now the e-learning platform, and this is very great. And this is thanks to our partners who are helping us to accelerate innovation and to scale our great programs to in all the corners of Moldova, to all the young entrepreneurs and wannabe entrepreneurs. Also, I want to thank all of our mentors. We have 42 amazing mentors, investors, entrepreneurs, experts from different fields. Thank you, each of you, for helping our startups to develop their ideas and to help us to develop the tech startups in Moldova. Also, I want to thank all our partners. For example, Orange Systems is helping us since 2016. They have been supporting all our great projects and they have been supporting the growth and the development of the tech startups ecosystem in Moldova. And also, I want to thank as well EFC Entrepreneurship Program, USAID and Sweden through the TechWheel project. Thank you very much for believing in us, in our concept, and helping us to scale this great opportunity to all the great people willing to learn and to develop great companies from home. But how can this event not be so great if we will not congratulate and thanks to our great founders who have made it till the end. I want to congratulate each of you, dear graduates. We have seen you growing in our eyes. We have seen how you were and frustrated and enthusiastic and stressed. And we saw how you were absorbing the content from our live session with our great mentors. We saw how you took all the advices from our great mentors. We saw you enjoying working in groups and sharing experiences and challenges. And this is great to see that you were so motivated to make your ideas become true and also to develop from your ideas real meaningful startups. And not the last, I want to thank each of you for the great pleasure to meet each of you. And we look forward to see you becoming unicorns from Moldova. And I want to share with you the best of luck. I know this is your big day. And I know this because this is the big day for us too. And we are very proud of you. Good luck.
Thank you, Alena. Thank you. Also, I think we have a problem with the live on Facebook. Could you please check? Because I know you're the only host because our live has interrupted. Good. Next, do we have Christina Mandrescu from Orange System, our general partner?
Yes, Daniela, thanks. Hello to everyone. Sure, I'm here with you guys. Yeah, so our dear partners, dear participants, actually it's been a great pleasure for me as well, for our team from Orange Moldova and from Orange Systems, being your partners for already 5th year in a row. As Alena was saying, and as I was mentioning just a couple of months ago, our kind of relationship and partnership was a challenge from the very beginning, back in 2016 when we began. But by today, it evolved, it progressed a lot. So now our partnership and relationship is a mature one, an efficient one. And I would dare to say that together, we make our best efforts. We make our best efforts in order to move and to help the startup ecosystem in Moldova. That regardless of the time difference, distance, continents, pandemic, and all the other good or bad things, we are together, we learn from each other. And we're waiting forward to see, guys, your results, and we're sure there will be many beautiful things to be launched and that we can be proud of. So good luck to all of you. And let's go further to hear for the results.
Thank you, Christina. We really appreciate your support along the years. Thank you. Next, we have Anna Kiritsa from our partner TechWell, USAID, and Sweden Embassy. Anna.
Good evening, everybody. It feels like we are at Eurovision when we are translating live from different countries. Indeed, Daniela and the partner. Excuse me?
Oh, yes, you are. Sorry.
Yeah, I just started mentioning that it feels like we're at Eurovision, you know. Hello, everybody. Hello, world. It seems we have people from all over the world, and that's really encouraging. On behalf of the TechWell project, financed by USAID and Sweden, we would like to welcome and congratulate everybody who is at their final stage of the graduation of the Upcelerator. For those who don't really know what TechWell does, over the past 5-6 years, we have been supporting or aiming to support and advance the competitiveness of the ICT sector through human capital development and support to entrepreneurship. We have done a lot of own programs, but we believe in competition and collaboration. Therefore, we engaged into supporting DreamUps this year and hopefully the next editions as well. We do think that entrepreneurship gives an added value to everything that is different in mindset, different in how things are functioning, and they are somehow at the core of creativity as well as development. We do believe in existing and traditional businesses, but we think that this entrepreneurship spirit has to, indeed, as Alena mentioned, finally bring some unicorns on the global map coming from Moldova. We do have some, by the way. We have success stories, but we want to see more. Over the years that we have supported entrepreneurship initiatives, over 470 teams have benefited of the TechWell, USAID, and Swedish support. And we think that this is just the beginning. And for those who graduate today, we do hope you get out with investments, with big cash, some of you. In case you do or you do not, remember, please, any ending is just a new beginning. And for you, the stars will align in a very specific way. We do wish you good luck. Thank you, DreamUps. Thank you, team. The team who has put everything together and has assisted you all over the time. You do have an additional team wishing to support if this is necessary in the upcoming initiative. Many thanks to the organizers and to the other partners. Good luck, everybody, and hopefully see you at the Upcelerator in 2021.
Thank you, Anna. We appreciate your support. Thank you. And I think we're back live on Facebook. So for those watching from Facebook, welcome to the graduation and demo day of the Upcelerator program. And I'd like to invite Eugenia Snitsko, our partner from Entrepreneurship Academy, powered by EFCE.
Hello, Daniela. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, good. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to your team and to Daniela, who came to us a few years ago with this idea of bringing an e-learning platform for startups. And I'm really proud of you guys. You made it till the end. And just for you to know that we are showcasing your case to our other partners in other countries, because it seems to be that you're the only one fully fledged e-learning platform, at least in the region, probably in a wider region. So we do wish you to bring this business model as well to a very competitive standard, to get applications from everywhere, from every corner of the world. And it's so cool that we are now having 13 Moldovan, mostly startups. And I won't grab a lot of your time. I hope you have a very nice graduation and post-graduation. as Anna said, we hope you raise money. If not here, then in other places, or in the places that DreamUps is also bringing here. And yeah, never stop. And yeah, just know that you're the best, and the best thing for you is yet to come. So good luck today, and yeah, in the future.
Thank you, Genya. It's really humbling to know that you're showcasing your project idea to other partners as well. I would just like to thank you all again. I really appreciate your support, and also thank to our other partners, media partners, Diaz, Moldova, Org, Privjeski, Jamde, Agora, Mavio. Thank you all for supporting us along the way. Good. Short Upcelerator presentation, probably mostly for the community on Facebook who's watching and doesn't know much about the program. So a little bit of numbers. We had 75 startup applications in the first batch. We have accepted 34 startups. That is a total of 57 founders. And now we have 13 startups who made it through and are graduating today and who will be pitching later. We are delighted to have so many applicants, mostly Moldovan, but from around the world. And we are humbled to even have a native UK team in our program. So thank you guys for your trust in us. And also worth mentioning is that we have 15 women founders, and that is a big increase compared to the other years where when we ran accelerator programs. That is usually would have 2 or 3 ladies maximum, and now we have 15, which is a big win. So well done, ladies. So we had 16 modules during the 4 months of the acceleration. Modules ranging from idea generation, customer development, go-to-market strategies, revenue models, funding, sales, legal, funding, so everything. A module structure, so a weekly schedule for the teams were looking like this. So they will have weekly live sessions with the mentors on the dedicated topic, then mentor hours with each mentor individually, homework in our dedicated e-learning platform that the team has built. They would have weekly working groups to give feedback and share experiences with one another. And then, of course, weekly pitching and feedback from our mentors as well. So that was very intense. And of course, the highlight probably of our accelerator program are the amazing mentors that we had from all over the world. And to name a few countries that they come from, that's cities actually: San Francisco, Colombia, Chisinau, Bucharest, London, a lot of them from London, Amsterdam. A lot of them founders that have founded great companies, some of them angel investors, VC investors, and just amazing people working at companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, Deliveroo. So we can't thank you guys enough for your time in the accelerator, for your input, for your knowledge and your experience. So thank you on behalf of the team. We had a total of 500 mentor hours during these 4 months. Each founder had to do up to 200 tasks. And this is to give you a little bit of a snapshot of how our e-learning platform, dedicated platform, looks that the team has built. And of course, the startups who will be pitching tonight have the opportunity to raise up to $10,000 from our network of investors. The network of investors from the Mosaic initiative, which is also a project by DreamUps. And if you guys have any questions about this initiative platform of investment, if you're an investor, want to invest, if you have any other questions, you can go on the link that you see there, and one of our investors will be waiting for you there and answer any of your questions. So we have a soft committed fund in the Mosaic platform of 50K to 100K to invest. And to give you a little bit of an overview on how the investment is going to proceed and the timeline. So straight after the graduation, so after this day, the Mosaic team will meet with each startup to see if they're eligible to be invested in. And then they'll have an investor meeting to decide who they want to invest in. And by the end of October, we are expecting to deploy the capital into the selected startups. So that's about it. And I'm pleased to welcome a couple of our mentors, dear mentors, that would like to congratulate our founders as well. So I'd like to invite Nikki Desai, VP Product at Ping, and also worked at Google and is based in San Francisco. Nikki, thank you for joining.
Absolutely. I just want to thank everyone at, in addition to the entrepreneurs, all the amazing support that you have. You know, when I first started building companies in the early part of this decade, I didn't have the type of resources and access to people or the kind of worldwide commitment, and that made it lonely. And the message I'd like to send to you is, you know, in a world where things are broken, the people who build the best art are the ones who are building, and that's all of you. And so while it won't be easy, you can rest assured that building is probably the greatest form of coping, and it's the best thing for society. And I really, really am grateful for being able to speak with all of you and see what all the things you're going to build, whether it's this or the next thing. And pardon my Romanian, but I think it's.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Bogdan Colceriu from Brasov, CEO at Frisba. Do we have Bogdan on? Probably not.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Bogdan.
Hi. Sorry, my internet connection is breaking up. So in case it breaks up again, you know, just
no
move on. Hi guys, nice to see you again. Thanks for inviting me here. Well, I'm actually curious to see the evolution, to see the pitches. I've seen everyone in you know, my short mentor session that I had with you guys, and then afterwards a few of the startups booked some slots with me, so I'm actually curious to see their evolution. And well, actually that's why we're here, so I shouldn't prolong this too much. I'm actually very curious to see how the entire program worked out. Thank you very much for having me, first as a mentor and now here to see the pitches, and congrats to all you guys for, you know, the effort that you put. So thank you and good luck.
Thanks. Next, Elena Versatsky from joining from London, working at Deliveroo as a global marketing strategist. Elena, do we have you on?
No, she recorded the video for us.
I'll just open up the video.
Hi guys, congrats on the graduation day. I'm sorry I cannot be there with you live, but I'm holidaying and the internet is quite crap. But I couldn't miss on the opportunity to tell you a couple of words. So here I am. What I wanted to tell you is that yesterday I hiked up this mountain with my friend and I realized one very important thing. So I don't know if you guys are hiking, but as a hiker, you usually pick the destination and then you pick a trail and then you start going. And even though you know where you're going, actually what is important for a hiker is to enjoy the process, the journey. So in my perspective, building a startup is the same. You'd never know how the trail is going to be. You have an understanding, it's challenging or moderate or easy, but in the end, the experience comes on the spot. So this is where the only thing that a hiker does is shows endurance and strength, because it's all about this in the end. So what I wish you guys on this journey of yours to be a hiker, where you enjoy the journey, you find the strength and the endurance to go for it. And it doesn't matter if, for example, if you're hiking up the mountain, the trail goes up and down, you're still enjoying it. So do enjoy the journey. Don't be afraid if the trail derails. It's still going to bring you to the destination if you're determined. So yeah, just develop your hiking skills, train, work hard, find friends for the journey. This is also very important. Surround yourself with people that can support you and never give up. And here you go, you're gonna be on the top of the mountain with amazing views. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys, my little observation. I'm pretty sure you're gonna all go on amazing journeys yourself. The ideas are amazing that you're working on, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna achieve even better results in the future. So good luck. Ciao, ciao.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Right. Okay. I hope you, dear founders, took note. That was a beautiful speech. And now we're moving on to finally to the startup pitches. So you know, guys, you have 3 minutes, and you will know when you have to stop when you'll hear an annoying sound at the end of the pitch. So we will. Oh, just before we do that, a few technicalities. So for those watching us on Facebook, if you want to ask any questions from the startup, if you liked anyone, if you have any other questions, you will be able to do that via their personal rooms that you can see in the description of the live video. So there will be a link for each startup, and you'll also be able to see the link in the slides that we will be presenting. So if you want to talk more with them, go ahead and do that after they have pitched. Also, just to add a little bit of gamification to this whole event, we will be using the Vote Me app. So you can go ahead and download the Vote Me app. And you can also find the link to that in our description event in the live on Facebook. And you can just pick your favorite startup, and we will showcase that at the end. Good. So I have Linotake, the first startup pitching. Let me just, the Linotake team, are you ready?
Yes, hello.
Hi. Okay, I will set the timer. Good to go when you are.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. My name is Lilia, co-founder of the Linotake. We are a team that are revolutionizing the way of restaurant reservation process. You may ask, why people will reserve with Linotake every single day? I will tell you. In such busy and agglomerated life, almost of people are suffering of the complexity and are getting stressed about too much time spent on annoying calls to make a restaurant reservation, impossibility to make a reservation 24/7, and almost of them cannot choose their favorite table due to the lack of an online table arrangement scheme. On the other side, most restaurants are using notebooks and pencils to manage the reservations. Accordingly to this situation, the overbooking circumstances occurs and other misunderstandings. Linotake solves these issues in a smarter way. Linotake is a website where consumer can schedule without stress in small detail their visit 24/7 using a table arrangement scheme. And on the other side, the restaurants can quickly and easily provide online their services. I am proud to introduce you our system. To show you how it works, I want to give you a little example. His name is Alex. He's a businessman, and he wants to reserve in 3 hours a table in a restaurant to meet with his business partner, Peter. He is using Linotake. He rapidly searched the preferred restaurant, booked the table, and received the confirmation. With another way, he should call, message to restaurant, but it never has to work so rapidly. Thanks to Linotake. The initial market size that Linotake will serve is evaluated at over 6.3 million euros, and it is growing every year. Our competitors are Restograph, Yalog, Find a Table, Open Table, but no one has the pre-order food system or integrated food supplements and further delivering system. We offer an easy and intuitive online reservation platform where the reservation will be ready in seconds. Linotake business model involves charging a 0.55% fee from restaurant for each reservation made by consumers. The ways of how Linotake goes to market are social media, mass media, email marketing, events, partnerships, and forums. And you may be thinking, why we are the perfect team? We know the competitor landscape. We know how to build a scalable business. We are a strong team with solid knowledge in the restaurant industry, marketing, and execution technical experience. Now you know what we are building and why we are building. And now, in the past 4 months, we launched the landing page that got first 429 consumers and built the MVP. We're looking for $35,000 in funds to grow fast, scale the business, achieve the product development, and growth expenses for 8 months. We're excited to invite you to take part of our online restaurant reservation revolution. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, perfect timing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's nice.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Next up we have Smartest. You ready, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can. Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Yep. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, it's working. So, good. So my name is Dmitry, and together with my team, we created an educational platform targeting high school students, which helps evaluate their gaps in knowledge and prepare them for exams in a more efficient and interactive way. The main problem we identified is related to a grading system. So imagine a student learns a new topic. Then he or she takes a test and gets a 7. And 7 is a good grade, but 7 out of 10 means that 30% of the knowledge on that topic are lost. And by the time they move to next topics, those initial 30% become 35, 40, or even more, just because they tend to forget what happened before. And by the time they reach their final exam, they have a big gap in knowledge on the whole subject. So what we try to do is create a tool that can accurately identify those gaps and fill them up in a Duolingo style, basically using adaptive learning to tailor the exercises to student needs and apply gamification techniques so keep them motivated and give a feeling that education can be fun. The way it works is very simply. A student chooses a subject, takes a test, and then sees his progress. And on average, it's going to take from 5 to 7 minutes a day, which is perfect to fit anyone's schedule. For parents who are the decision-making unit and the economic buyer, that means having transparency to how their kid is progressing. For educators who play the role of a champion or the influencer, that means having instant data of how the whole class is doing, who is leaving behind and who is doing well. And based on that data, we can suggest improvements for the traditional curriculum. Our total serviceable market, which we identified, is $173,000 based on the number of high school students in Moldova. And that number is 19 times bigger in Romania. Our main competitor are still old school private teachers. And comparing to them, we are more efficient in regards of money and time a student spends to prepare for exams. So we want to start with a freemium model, giving all the access for free, and then price premium subscription for some additional features. So right now we want to start with education, but in the future we see ourselves entering the corporate compliance world, just because the market is much bigger and the opportunity is much more attractive in our opinion. So our main mission is to create a platform where people from across all the economic spectrum can have access to quality education. So at least on Smartest, more money cannot buy you better knowledge. And if what I've just presented resonates with you, you're welcome to join our team and change something in the educational sector. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dmitry. Next up, we have Respiro. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I would like to present our startup idea, Respiro, that helps you find support one click away and stay sane. In 21st century, it's easy to feel confused, fear or anger. Research shows that 1 person out of 4 can experience depression or anxiety. Our solution is Respiro, that is a platform that offers online counseling via secured video chatting and as well is a virtual office for psychologists. A user can sign up for free using social media platforms in order to identify the psychologist that fits them best. Our initial target audience are ICT employees, which only in Moldova are around 26,000. And we started to begin with this target group because they are ready to use online services and as well they are under high risk of professional burnout. Next step would be Romanian diaspora, and Facebook statistics says it's around 11 million people. Our competitors already validated the market, and our secret sauce is offering online counseling in Romania for people who could talk to specialists that have the same cultural background, which is very important for therapeutical relationship. Our business model is a B2B2C, and we're thinking to combine monthly subscription with transaction fee. Regarding the to-go marketing, we already organized 3 webinars with ICT employees and groups on Facebook. This is our team. Alex is a full-stack developer, I am a psychologist, and Andrei and Yuan helps us with marketing. Already 23 psychologists agreed to be part of the platform, and we've organized 7 free webinars in order to explain what Respiro does and promote psychoeducation. Our next steps, we are looking for media partners, HRs from ICT companies, and as well we need legal advice regarding the online payment and GDPR. Thank you for your attention, and remember, Respiro is here to find support, to help you find support on Click Away and stay sane. Sign up for free on Respiro MD.
Thank you. Perfect timing, you guys. All right, next up, we have Easy Plan. Easy Plan team, are you ready?
Hello.
Hello. Ready when you are.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
So, yeah. So hello to everyone. My name is Octavian, and I and my co-founder Eduard, we are glad to present the Easy Plan, a SaaS solution for the dental clinics where the administration process becomes easier than ever. The main problem of our clients is that they use from 3 to 6 different software to manage the processes in their dental clinics. Patient records, some of them are still doing on paper and struggling with losing data, especially for the orthodontic patients, where the treatment can be up to 3 years, and it's a problem if they lose this data. We have minimized the employees' interaction with the software and left only the useful and necessary functionality. We are creating a software that will combine all the things they need in one service, simple to use. Easy Plan automatically calculate schedule time based on existing records and estimated service duration, store patient records, so reception, doctors, and administration can easily and instantly access them. Help to manage dental clinic warehouses, helps dental clinics to check the data about their clients and staff more efficiently. The total available market we will try to reach in the next 5 years is about 341K private dental clinics on the European and the American continent. However, we are focused only on 20% share of the market, which is 68K private dental clinics. In the worst case scenario, we have 4 doctors per clinic, and the lowest average price is $50 per doctor per month, which gave us about $13.6 million revenue per month. So we will start in the first 2 years in Moldova and Romania. And here we have direct and indirect competitors. And our main advantage is the price and the features we offer. At this moment, our team of dedicated people is me and my co-founder, Eduard Albu. And I am focused on marketing and sales, and Eduard is doing the development. The product idea evolved from the previous WordPress plugin developed just for treatment plan we made for one client. And after we was asked to install the plugin to other clinics, here we had a problem. Not all the clients who desired to have the product had a WordPress website, and not all of them had enough space to manage all the data. That's how EasyPlan was born. And it took 1 year and 3 months from idea and software development to the moment we launched our first MVP now in October. In the first year of the launch, we want to finish the software development and prepare all the documentation, shoot tutorials, write the selling scripts based on interviews, and to build the best support team. And after to expand abroad and reach new territories and clients. Today we are looking for $55,000 for the development and the product and the sales process. With EasyPlan, the administration process becomes easier than ever. Thank you very much for your attention and time.
Thank you, Octavian. Next up, agreed.md. Am I guys just putting your video pitch on?
Yes, Dana, because unfortunately we will not present live, but yeah, the video it will be suitable for that. Thanks.
Welcome to agreed.md, an agri-trade facilitator for fruits and vegetables. Have you ever wondered how to start an agribusiness? What agribusiness plan is about? Where to find sellers and buyers?
In Moldova, people are using mostly Viber groups and referrals for sales. Agriculture entrepreneurs have poor knowledge of commercial management. In this survey, farmers are saying that they are struggling selling their product because of the lack of clients. We aim to help them with visibility and accountability to make them more profitable.
Through our simple marketplace, fast, reliable, and easy to use. How it works? By entering the platform, you have to choose your intention, buying or selling. If you are a buyer, you'll see the offers from farmers and vice versa. Therefore, buyers will be able to see the supply and sellers to see the demand.
By analyzing the market, we have found a TAM of $5.2 billion a year for Romania and Moldova.
We have mostly 4 competitors, which are Viber groups and 3 sites of announcement called 999, OLX, and AllBiz. But all of them have a complex structure, which is confusing for users.
As additional services, we aim to provide customers with agricultural marketing, like a site that sells, social network ads, and sales funnel.
The optimal practice that we identified is to charge active traders for specific features, and from other sides, to give users the possibility to highlight their needs with advertising.
First, customers. We'll start with providers that will help us bring buyers. These are typical farmers we can have: free users with less than 9 hectares, premium with more than 10 hectares, and pro users who are looking for concrete contractual terms of quality.
And these are typical enterprises we can have. Free users, usually represented by small traders. Premium are professional traders with storage capacity, and brokered users whom we help with market research.
We are a productive team with 4 core members.
At the moment, we are at the phase 2 in our roadmap, mostly focused on traction and getting first customers. In phase 4, we are looking to expand to Romanian market. Once we reach the saturation of our specialized service in phase 5, we'll get into another part of the agricultural supply chain.
But before that happens, we have to dive in a TAM of $5.2 billion for Moldova and Romania. Further, we are looking for partnership, investment, and additional team members.
Thank you for your considerations. We are happy to get in touch with you.
Thank you. Okay. This is my screen. Thank you, guys, for the presentation. Next up, we have invetsonline.ro. Mihai Foksha.
Hello.
Hello.
Just 1 second. Okay.
Just to mention once again for everyone watching, don't forget about the private rooms on freedesk.eu. You can have the links here. You can also access the links in the Facebook Live in the description of the Facebook Live video.
Okay. Check. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, hello. My name is Mihai Foksha. I'm the founder of invetsonline.ro platform, a platform for private online tutoring focused on Romanian-speaking countries. So Romanian tutoring market is growing pretty fast, but when the lockdown started, we identified that there are some problems. Firstly, students didn't have any platforms where they will be able to enter and to find trustworthy teachers. And at the same time, teachers faced a problem that they didn't have right knowledge and tools designed for online tutoring. So a solution we build is secure and intuitive platform where students will be able to enter and to find a teacher which fits their needs. And this platform has integrated online payments and also a web conferencing tool for online tutoring. It works like this. Firstly, tutors will create a detailed profile and will add their courses. Then students will check the course they desire to learn based on some criteria like price, on reviews, and will make a booking. And finally, they will meet on the platform and will make the lesson. According to a study made 2 years ago, the tutoring market in Romania is estimated for about 480 million euro, from which we target to obtain around we target 24 million. Our global direct competitors are platforms like LessonPass and Italki. Locally, we don't have any direct competitors, but indirect competitors are web platform, payment system, other marketplaces, and social media. Our advantages is that we have intuitive platform, integrated intuitive platform. So basically you don't need to use any additional tool in order to book and make the lesson online, and powerful filters and tutor profiles, which will help you to choose the right tutors for you, and also good mix of tutors and professionals. Our business model is to take between 10 and 15 commission from each transaction made on our platform. Since we are two-sided platform, for supply side, we target teachers and professionals who want to share their knowledge. And from demand, we target students, homeschooling kids, professionals and passionate people who want to learn something new. For go-to-market, we will focus mainly on SEO and on content creation, but also we will invest on social media ads. Currently, the team is made only by me. Now we have a few weeks ago, we launched a beta version. We have 82 teachers, 1 student, and already 16 lessons made on the platform. Till the end of the year, we target to attract more students, so to gain the liquidity. And starting from the next year, we'll grow the community and scale. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mihai. All right. Next up, we have Robolex. Mihai or Nico, who's pitching?
Hello, hi. We have a video.
Okay, the video as well. Good.
Don't forget to check out. Hi, I'm Nick from Robolex. Before I'll start, I would like to ask you to think about an unpaid debt. What do you feel? We at Robolex know exactly what do you feel. The problem is that debt collection is an unpleasant, painful process, which is usually costly and not straightforward, especially when you're talking about small amounts. On the slide, you can see what do you have to do now to collect the debt. And here is what you can do with us. We give you a digital tool that will take care of judicial claim generation without human involvement, saving your time and your money. Is it so simple to use? Open the platform, upload the contract and fiscal bills, and get the claim. Yes, it's so simple. Anyone that has to deal with debt collection is our client. There are two types of clients: recurring customers that handle debt collection claims every day and comes from three industries: legal, financial, and service providers, and one-time customers. On the slide, you can see how many companies from each industry can use our platform. They can use our platform and get the things done at least 20 times faster and at least 3 times cheaper. But our direct competitors are lawyers, law departments, as they are making this job for now. But we see this as an opportunity for them to focus on things that really need human involvement. How do we get money? Paid service for one-time customers and subscription for recurring customers. Getting 1% of Moldovan customers will generate $70,000 per year. And 1% of Romanian companies, $500,000 a year. But our software can be scalable in whole European Union. On development, we have 3 stages: launching and testing on Moldovan market, launching in Romanian market, and going to European Union market. For first stage, we are looking for introduction to business. For second stage, we are looking for introduction to business and 50,000 euro for 10% equity. Our team consists of 2 founders, me and Mihai, me on the business and legal part, and Mihai on technical and marketing. You can contact us via email or find us on LinkedIn. And don't forget to check us out after the main event is done. Find us at the Robolex room. See you there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have the team from UK, a native UK team, Synthesis.
Hello.
Hi. I can hear you.
Just trying to share my screen. Is it good? Can you guys see?
It's loading for me, at least. Yes, we can see it now.
Yep. Cool. Can I start?
Whenever you're ready. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's start with a simple question. How many fish did you eat last week? So I grilled salmon on Friday, so that's easy. 1 fish. But here's a more important question. How many fish were taken out of the sea to make my grilled salmon? The answer is hundreds. In fact, it took 816 fish. Why is this happening? 52% of eaten fish are not caught from the oceans. They come from farms. However, farmed fish must be fed omega-3 to thrive and be nutritious. Today, farmed fish get their omega-3 from fish oil, which is produced by catching small fish from the wild and squeezing them. This means wild fish oil is fed to farmed fish as a source of omega-3. This means it takes hundreds of fish out of the ocean to put just 1 onto your plate. After speaking to aquafeed producers, we found that fish oil is expensive, highly unsustainable, and limits growth of the aquaculture industry. Aquaculture is projected to grow by 32% in 10 years, but they're running out of wild fish to make fish oil from. This inability to meet demand is holding back the growth of a multi-billion-dollar industry. So this is where we come in. We're building a biological platform that converts plant oils into omega-3. We'll run a B2B model where we buy plant oil, convert it to omega-3, and sell it to aquafeed producers. Our omega-3 is up to 80% cheaper than fish oil, delivering a cost reduction of 15% to the aquafeed producer. And we use source of plant oils that can scale demand, making us long-term. But we're not just replacing fish oil, we are improving it. This is because our solution has high purity, contains no pollutants like mercury or PCBs, has a stable price, not dependent on fluctuating catch sizes, and is considered non-GMO. Our competitors are not viable. That's why fish oil is still the dominant omega-3 source. Algae companies like Veramaris use an unscalable fermenting process, which makes it extremely expensive in large quantities. And rapeseed companies like Nuseed make GMO products, and these are banned in the EU. Our beachhead is Norwegian salmon aquafeed omega-3, worth $270 million. They have a strong demand for sustainable and non-GMO products, but we want to expand to other European markets valued at $650 million. In fact, 50% of global omega-3 consumption is in Europe alone. Our next steps are to restart prototype development that was put on hold by COVID and raise money for patenting and research costs. So there's one step at the end of our roadmap that we're very excited about: expansion. Our tech is transferable, which means our platform can produce a variety of different lipids for a range of markets, from supplements to pharmaceuticals and livestock feed and research labs. So we're a team of students from Imperial. I spent the last 3 years engineering bacteria and have won prizes for my work. And Reese has previously co-founded another biotech startup, which makes lab-grown meat affordable. These are our mentors, John, Nuno, and Ed. They work in biotech investment, and they also have experience in the fishing industry. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have Keto.md, Diana. You have the floor.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Great. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you tonight and represent Kido, which is a platform that makes parenting easier. So for the past 4 years since I have been a mom, I have identified the huge problem that most of the parents in Moldova face, which is lack of personal time for their own activities, like hobbies, events, career growth opportunities, which leads to fatigue, anxiety, and depression. There is no easy way to find a trusted person that would take care of your child for a few hours. Meanwhile, as a student, I identified that they have a few opportunities to find jobs which they can adjust to their schedule. So how did I solve this problem is by asking friends and family to babysit occasionally. And when my request started to be too pushy, I proposed to my friends to pay for their time, for their services, and all the 3 members of the equation were happy. I, because I had some free time to pursue my favorite activities, the students, because they had some pocket money, and my kids. And I thought, how can I solve these problems profitably and on scale? Which is by building a platform where parents can find trusted babysitters quickly, safely, and in the neighborhood, which will give parents free time while taking care of their children. Also, we will provide childcare training and certification, thus creating more jobs with flexible schedules for the youth. And you might think, why now is the perfect timing for this kind of service? It's a good question. Well, first, Uberization has started. As Mark Anderson said, this has not touched this industry or improved it radically by software, particularly in Eastern Europe. Time has come. Also, the transition to online schooling and stay-at-home orders during the pandemics has revealed the great need and affordable and easy access to childcare services. And we can see in this chart the way it impacted particularly women around the world. At first, we will focus on households in biggest in families in Chisinau and suburbs with at least 1 child. And then we will move on to households in biggest countries in Europe with at least 1 child. So what's our secret sauce? We are the only platform that selects and trains babysitter. All the other existing, they're only taking care of onboarding the babysitters, not actually training them. We have a few direct and indirect competitors. And the biggest ones are the indirect ones, because most of the parents in Moldova think they don't necessarily deserve free time, which affects hugely their mental health and career growth and so on. Our revenue model is subscription based, so babysitters will pay a $5 subscription fee per month for babysitters to be listed on the platform, and families will pay to have access to trained and certified babysitters. Where are we now? We have finished writing the childcare training manual together with a professional psychologist. Also, we have recruited and organized a 2-day educational retreat for 14 babysitters that are currently working for us. We have made the first sales and collected feedback both from parents and babysitters, and we are making the last technical retouching on the actual platform. Here's our future roadmap. We plan to launch the platform by the end of 2020, and then to adapt based on feedback, automate the processes, and launch the B2B service. Once the B2C strategy is tested, we will
anyway.
Okay, so here are the members of the team. It's me, it's our full stack software engineer, and our psychologist. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Again, to remind you again, there is the private room on privesk.eu where you can go and speak to Diana and ask more questions if you're interested. Next up, we have easypeasy.es. Adrian.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can hear you, yes.
Great. Can you hear me now?
It's loading. Yes.
Great. I hope you're having a great time just as I am. So I'm Adrian, and I'm proud to introduce you to the future of food supply. The world has seen an increase in demand for subscription-based services and online buying, which I believe will touch upon the food industry. Talking about the problems we want to fix, bringing innovation to the food supply chain is a two-tailed eagle that both earns money to its investors and helps in fighting some crucial global challenges like food waste, the future of small agriculture, poor diets, which are associated with lots of income inequality, poverty, and diseases all around the world. Talking about our solution, in a nutshell, we will create the infrastructure to innovate the outdated food supply chain so it fits the modern consumer habits. To achieve this, we're onboarding hundreds of small and medium producers from Istanbul, Turkey, selecting the best meat, fruits, herbs, and so on, which are only locally sourced, which are of certified quality only, with seasonal offers, of course, with a very strong policy of having zero waste and sustainable packaging. This way, you'll have an easy and goddamn tasty cooking experience, keeping you and your family happy. To get access to our boxes, you'll have to pay a subscription, which is as low as $3 per month. When processing the subscription, you can choose out of the 3 types of subscription boxes that we have now, which are the Chef Speaks box, the Daily Trades box, and the Custom box. With multiple size type, temporality options, every customer can find the box that fulfills one's needs and habits. And not only this, we're also providing a wide range of services as a free delivery, the option to freeze delivery, a wide range of customizable options, and with cheaper prices if you're opting for a longer subscription. So basically, with the startup that delivers thousands plus global cuisine recipes, tailor-made daily rationals to stay fit or healthy, recyclable bags and packs to forget about plastic in your kitchen, and office supply coming next year, this is Easy Peasy for those who enjoy tasty, fresh, and easy altogether. If you wonder who is our market, let's meet them. Ella is a mom of 2, and she has little to no time to make conscious and calculated decisions about food. However, she really wants the best food for her family. And Dennis is an office manager, and he wants to make his life and job easier and arrange monthly deliveries of office supplies. We believe our total addressable market in Istanbul consists of 120K plus individuals or 50K plus households. By now, you should have understood the burning desire of our team to advance this, to advance our startup and its scalability in long term, but let's see how is our competition. In Istanbul, we're actually pretty good, and we believe that we will be the most technologically advanced service for now, but we still have to improve and get better to enter the UK and the US market, which we're aiming at one day. As of go-to-market strategies, we want to establish an Instagram domination, outdoor visibility, Facebook presence, and occupy a front seat for the YouTube bloggers. Talking about the future, by the end of this year, we're planning to have a complete team so that by the third quarter of 2021, we could be able to extend in another city of the Black Sea region. In conclusion, if you'd like to both get a great value out of your investment and help in our movement to fight food-associated challenges, get on board. We need team members, and we need people who would believe in our idea. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Adrian. All right, next up, Nautix. We've got 3 more startups to go.
Hi.
Hello, Lydia.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Lydia, and we are building Nautix that gives students the power to share the knowledge and make the education more handy. The problem we are trying to solve is the students in Romania have a lack of specific online study materials they need. If they don't go regularly to physical courses, they won't be able to well prepare for the exams. Also, if they try to search on the internet for certain subjects, they will spend more time to find that information than learning it. That's because of the unorganized information of poor quality. Another problem we are trying to solve is the absence of a single and united online student community. The solution is a web and a mobile platform in which students could share their personal notes and course notes, find additional study materials, share and buy literature, post and find jobs, internships, and student events. So how the platform actually works. This student goes to nautix.co, creates an account, browses through study materials, finds exactly what he needs in just one click, pays a subscription or a fixed price, and goes to study happily. This is the ideal case. So there are 1.8 million students in Romania. The market size of 4 months of subscription is 36 million, and of the maximum of 9 months of subscription is 80 million. Nautix has two main competitors, Regia Live and Google Drive. In the case of Regia Live, it has monthly 700K users, mainly searched for movies. And the information is unorganized and chaotic. The problem of Google Drive is that it is edited and organized by certain elder students, and thus, to have access, a private link is required. And also, there is limited information based on the faculty. Our secret sauce is an optimized search engine based on location, course name, and specific tags. The users pay as they go. That means that they pay as much as they use. Also, the users have the possibility to visualize the document before they decide to buy it. We plan to gain money from monthly subscriptions of $5, from premium files, from integrated advertising, and from data monetization. Our main goal approaching the market is to cooperate with the student organizations and teachers in order to gain students' trust in our platform. Also, we intend to promote the platform through social media and participating at student events. We are two young, open-minded, creative, and inspired tech students, and we have a budget of $10K, and we ask for $20K to implement the mobile app for Android and iOS platforms. So this is it. Thank you for your attention.
Sysbit, Andrei Tsarush. Andrei, do we have? Okay.
Yes, sorry, now I'm ready. Great. Just a second. Okay, so Sysbit, we believe that one that a day can actually keep the crisis away. Why do we believe this? So the problem that we targeted, that we see more agile customer behavior and preference trend, we can see that it's hard to understand what are the important metrics, and it's quite poor distribution of data literacy across the company members. Well, how big is the problem? Well, we can see continuous traffic change and bankruptcy risks across retailers, physical retailers. We can see a stock out for best sellers, overstock of the bad products, and we can see there is even though there is high rise of e-commerce, there is quite big failure rate. So our vision is to democratize business analysis and empower both executive and line managers. We believe that we can develop a good solution via a dashboard with a complete business health check, with research KPIs as a single source of truth for the companies. Well, how it works? We have a small to medium company who contact us. We identify together the areas that the company wants to analyze and to deep dive in it. Afterwards, we can offer to them possibility either through a standard connection to Salesforce to extract their data, or connect to other data lakes and the cloud warehouses. If they are not available, we can create custom connections on demand. If the customer needs to understand how they need to consolidate the data, we can offer additional training for them so they can get additional expertise. And in the end, the company will get a web-based dashboard with machine learning features and notifications. There is another example of machine learning forecast that the customer can get automatically through our dashboard. The market size. Our target addressable market is about 20 million in Europe, and this is like the base market that we'll be focusing on in the beginning. And the competition is various. It ranges from complex BI solutions to consulting companies, the famous manual operations in Excel, to visualization and planning tools, which are focused on specific niches. Our revenue and business model, we believe that we want to offer a monthly subscription for our cloud-based visualization tool based on the number of users and processed data, or alternatively one-time fee for a complete solution. And we can also offer a consulting network based on demand with the customer problems that they are facing. Our go-to-market strategy is begin with targeting two niche customers, niche areas within e-commerce and retail through direct contacts and direct emailing. We'll validate the pricing of them during the trial period, and we'll continuously improve the product. The secret sauce is a flexible and secure platform where we can add various data sources, we can automatic and machine learning features and research KPIs and insight. I'm looking for customers and use cases for trial runs. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrei. And we have the last startup pitching for today, Plus Us. Yulia and Dana, are you ready?
Yes, just a second, I'll share the screen. Hello. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Here you go. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay, so
let's start.
Yeah, here we go. So I can start. Hello, my name is Yulia, and I'm introducing proudly the Plus Us platform, a community of professionals who are guided by emotional intelligence and mindful behavior and willing to share their experience with young people in becoming confident, resilient, integral, and in making mindful choices. Our intention is to cover the existing gap in the educational system in the Eastern Europe by promoting empathy and mindfulness as foundations for any person's integrity. The mission is to grow a community of professionals who will be helping to grow a new generation of people who are more mindful and therefore ensuring a harmonious personal development and fulfilling life opportunities. The problem we've identified with the help of our respondents is the lack of crisis and stress management learning skills and the general poor resilience level. This is particularly affected in the COVID times, and the frustration is growing in the context of rapidly changing world of learning, life, and career opportunities. So our customer is a young person aged 16 to 29. He's a student, a graduate, or a first-time employee, Romanian or Russian speaking. And the market size in Moldova only constitutes over 26%. And for an extension in Romania and Ukraine altogether, it aggregates to over 30% of the market size. The solution that we propose is an e-learning platform, a website, which in stage 1, launched in October 2020, will launch an intense awareness raising promotion of empathy and mental health significance in a life of a person. We will do this by a combination of blog and vlog, podcast, webinars, and interviews, including with the influencers. In stage 2, in January 2021, we will start launching and offering training online courses in personal development, learning, employability, and active citizenship. So this is the sketch of what we have now, but the link is also working. You can check our MVP there. Our competitors in Moldova and Romania are quite scarce, and they're mostly focused on developing soft skills for career development and career progress, not so much on emotional intelligence. In Russia and Western Europe, we have business relations and the School of Life, but their info models are very elitist, although focused on emotional intelligence. The secret sauce is our unique methodology and linguistic advantage, and the holistic approach to customized training and coaching in life skills through empathy and mindful behavior. The revenue model is B2C at this stage, with one-time purchase for a training course, including home assignments and individual coaching sessions. Starting from year 2, we will start developing a B2B model. What we are asking for is a $45,000 bill for an 8-month period with 60% content, 30 headcount, and 10 administrative. Our team is the best because altogether we're young, solid, and professional, and offering aggregate experience of over 60 years in human relations development, in capacity building, in quality content production, and project management. So thank you for listening, and I hope you join us and support us to learn to live your best life. Thank you.
Thank you, Yulia. Okay, and we are done with the pitches. Thank you, everyone, and well done, everyone, for the courage. Good. Next, just to remind you, we have the private rooms open. To find the link for every startup. For those watching us on Facebook, just find the links for each startup in the description or in the comments on the Facebook Live. And also to remind you about the Vote Me app. If you haven't downloaded yet, you could just download it and go and vote for your favorite pitch for tonight. You can also find the link in the Facebook live video. Okay, and now we're moving on to an exciting part. We have a special guest, Cameron Manwaring, who will be talking to us about virality. He's the founder and CEO of Consulting Virality, the world-leading expert in viral strategy and marketing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys may know Cameron because he lived in Moldova for a few years. And I'm looking forward to his talk. Cameron, do we have you on?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we do. Okay, you have the floor.
Okay. So first thing, we're not going to do this fancy, okay? So Zoom is horrible. It's amazing and we can praise it all that we want, but there's something about being together in person and seeing your faces and getting to meet you and talk with you and know who you are. We can't pretend like there's not something special and more powerful about that. And so it sucks doing presentations like this. And so I want to just say to everyone who presented today, great job. You know, way to adapt, way to take a situation that's just not ideal, but figure out how to present. And that's something that I've also been figuring out myself, is how do you adapt in these types of situations and how do you do something different? And so for me, that doing something different is just giving you guys the permission that we're not gonna be fancy in this graduation presentation. But I'll just tell you some real stuff. So I've known about this. Go ahead. Say again.
Do you want everyone just to turn their cameras on and be here?
I would love it if you will. Is everyone, yeah, let's turn on cameras real quick and say hi to everyone. And I'm going to go to the gallery view.
I'll just stop sharing. Does everyone want to start their cameras?
Yeah. Stop sharing the screen because I won't need it either.
Done.
Awesome. And I'm going to go here. Oh, I love it. Look at all these beautiful people. Okay. So let's do this. I've known for about a month now that that I was asked to speak here. And I think I get why, and it's because I've actually lived in Moldova. And I know that we have startups from other places. So I apologize if I'm speaking a little specifically to Moldova, but I love Moldova. And I've visited maybe 10 different times, but when I was first married to my wife, we decided that we were going to go over and spend several months, and we actually rented a place downtown. And I have one of my best friends is Ross Tanner, who's over there, and that's how I first discovered Moldova. And he encouraged me to come over and visit just for fun, but I ended up going over and helping Ross with some of the stuff that he was doing. And I just ended up meeting a lot of other people, and just to have fun and be social, I ended up getting introduced to people at DreamUps and TechWill and all the other wonderful startup arenas that exist within Chisinau. And I was just amazed. And one thing that was consistent over and over and over that drove me crazy was everyone that was just whining. There was a lot of crybabies in Moldova. Okay. And I'm just going to be honest, like I would go to events and I'd have people come up and they'd go, "Oh, it's so cool what you're doing. And too bad we're in Moldova because everything sucks in Moldova and we can't do anything here in Moldova." And it was just frustrating. And I wanted to just slap. Here's my daughter's baby. I wanted to just slap and tell everyone, you got to pay attention and be thankful for the positives that do exist. Now, in what I did, I think one other reason that I've loved Moldova so much is because I saw a lot of similarities in that I'm in Utah. Okay. Most of you, until probably this, maybe you'd never heard of Utah. Maybe you heard of the Utah Jazz. Some of you like basketball. Maybe you've heard some of the national parks like Zion National Park or things like that. But not many people know Utah. And guess what? Not many people know Moldova or know Chisinau. And so I think we had very similar things where we feel like we're left out of the loop. People don't really care about us. People don't really know who we are, and we get kind of forgotten. But I'll tell you what, some of the places that get forgotten are some of the places that people don't see us coming. People don't see what you're doing, and they're not really paying attention. And it allows you to have these massive opportunities in terms of, I don't know, moving your ideas and moving your companies forward that you just wouldn't have in some other places. So if you want to talk about being a tiny fish in a big pond, in Moldova, you have the opportunity to all be big fish and then really take the world by surprise and even be a big fish in a big pond in terms of the world. So here's what we got. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about virality, yes. But there's been multiple times where I was in the shower or I was sitting on the toilet or whatever, and I was going, what would I actually want to share with these guys in terms of what I've learned? And the things that you guys want to hear is that, one, have I been successful? That's up to everyone's judgment. Have I been successful in business and with finances? Yes. I've made millions of dollars in different companies and still continue to work on multiple businesses. I love it. It's fun. It's fun to do the businesses that you're doing. It's also really fun to make money, right? I think everyone here, we got to be realistic in terms of we're all selfish. There's a reason that we do the things we do, whether it's improving fishing, around the world with Synthesy, or whether it's the babysitting, or whether it's the dental or anything. We can say we want to change the world. We can say we want to change the environment, so on. But really at the core, we also want to make money. We need to make money from what we're doing. And so you need to create businesses that are also going to make money and that can make you money, to have a comfortable life, to provide for your family, to provide for hobbies and enjoy life. So that's that. So what I did was I went through, what are those things that if I could go 10 years back and I was graduating from kind of my own startup, which I've had multiple startups. I've been through this process. I know what you guys are doing. If I could go back and just tell myself those few things, what would those be? So please, if you really are serious about this stuff, write them down. What I'm sharing is simple stuff, but it's stuff that I wish I would have known. And I bet you if I had known these things 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, that I would have made a lot more money. I would have had a lot more fun. I maybe wouldn't have learned as strong of lessons, but hopefully you can learn lessons from my mistakes and things that I've done. So here they are. If you want to write down these principles. Very first, decide on your agreements from the beginning, never later. Okay. Take advantage of what I would call the honeymoon phase. All of you right now, you feel like you're kind of like even towards the end of, your pitching and you're graduating and you've already been through coming up with your idea and coming up with your business partnership. This is just the beginning. And if you're actually going to involve investors and partners and other people, take advantage of your honeymoon phase, meaning that right now, hopefully you're still getting along. Hopefully not enough money has been introduced into the business to cause people to make bad decisions. Because that is one thing. Money gets introduced and sometimes people change. Okay, that's just how it is. So know the things that you would do up front. If one of you ends up getting really tired and or really lazy, or if one of you decides you want to go a different direction, plan right now how that will happen, whether it's buyout agreements, partnership agreements, how you'll pivot, figure out your overall long-term goals, but also talk about what happens if one of you decides that the long-term goals are not the same anymore. So decide that now. You will save yourself a lot of time, money, headaches, and a lot of businesses that fail are ones that just didn't have those conversations in the beginning about how things are organized and how things are set up. And it ends up taking all the time and energy and effort and money out of the business, and the business will fail. So have some of those hard conversations now, because they're a lot harder to have later. Next one is be able to figure things out. Okay. I can't tell you in the mentorship sessions and things that people will come and they'll go, yeah, but I don't know how to do that. And I go, well, then figure it out. Figure out how to do things. It's the best skill that you can possibly have. If anyone was a student and you're coming out of high school, university, or even just in life, and they say, what's the best skill that I could develop in today's day and age with technology and the internet and everything to succeed? I would say learn how to figure things out. Don't have that answer of, I can't do that. The answer should be, I can't do that yet. Okay, I can't do that yet. You have YouTube, you have Google, you have mentors, you have so many resources around you that you can figure out anything. Now you'll need to pick your battles and figure out which stuff you are going to figure out and which stuff you're just not going to. You're going to include someone else. But don't let simply the fact that you don't know something be the roadblock from your progression. So know how to figure things out. It doesn't matter. I've had to figure out things, whether it's legal or finances, or I've had to figure out things that were more engineering problems, or I've had to figure out things that were related to, chemistry and food processing and, whatever it is. A lot of ideas can't progress if you get stuck thinking that, well, I don't know how to do that. Someone else does. And you get stuck. Third, do not be afraid of boring ideas or boring industries. Okay. Not like Elon Musk's boring company, but things that are actually boring. They're not interesting. The markets and the businesses and the products that are boring are often the ones that are the easiest to make money. And the reason being is that they're the easiest ones to make remarkable. They're the easiest ones to make them stand out. If you take something, Octavian is a good example on this, and we had a chance to talk, follow up our mentorship sessions. But dentistry, I'm actually working on dentistry projects right now. Dentistry is kind of boring compared to a lot of tech startups and things that are gamification, online platforms, all this stuff. Dentistry is kind of boring. But guess what? Dentistry makes a ton of money. Okay, a lot of money. And it's something that's boring, but people need it, and they need it every day, and they need it over and over and over. It's a boring industry like agriculture. Agriculture is kind of a boring industry. Sorry, but it is, but that's a good place to be. And fish, it's kind of a boring industry, but it's a good place to be. So when you're thinking of ideas, and I promise that every single one of you will end up doing more than just the company today, don't be afraid of boring industries. If anything, look for boring industries and look in ways that you can improve them. And with this is the next principle is stand out. Okay, this one sounds really general, but it's important. Stand out. There are too many things out there. You cannot only be a niche. You have to be a niche within a niche. You can't only be a sock company. You have to be a sock company that only makes socks for farmers. And you can't just be a sock company that makes socks for farmers. You need to make it for only farmers that plant carrots. Okay, so a sock company for farmers that plant carrots. And I'm not joking. It sounds funny, but like to actually be noticed, you need to pick industries and you need to get really, really, really focused and then grow from there. So don't try and be too general. Be niche, especially at the stages that you're at. Be known for what you do and grow from there. Next, be in control. And this one I'm going to talk about, it's more about your mental and your physical health. So launching a business, it takes endurance, it takes stamina, it takes strength. If you think about someone who's training for the Olympics, okay, you have Olympic athletes and they have to train. Think about that. Think about how they're training. Think about the diets that they're eating. They're putting themselves through rigorous exercises. They wake up early in the morning. They eat nutritious food every day, all day. They don't even, consider eating things that are sugars and whatever else. They exercise constantly. They do things to strengthen their mind and their endurance and everything else. Doing a startup is no different. Okay, it's hard. And if your body is not healthy, then your mind is probably not going to be healthy. If your mind is not healthy, then good luck doing what you need to do to be successful in a startup. So a couple just really like obvious things to me, but I know it's not for everyone. Avoid alcohol. Avoid alcohol and avoid drugs. Okay? Let's just be really specific. It is really, really powerful to be in control of your body and in control of your mind. If you need to get something done, if you need to do something, how powerful is it for you to be able to say, I need to do this or I want to do this, and you just do it? If you need to work on a project and you need to spend 3 hours, 4 hours, or 3 days, 4 days, and you need to be able to just be in control and push forward and do it, then how amazing to be in control of your mind and your body and to be able to make a decision when you want to make a decision instead of jumping on your phone, sitting on the couch, and just getting caught up in whatever else is you're doing. Next, in terms of that, in a similar way, is be smarter than your smartphone. Okay? Be smarter. Due to alcohol, we made it. Okay, you might think that. Good job, but it's not going to be true in the long term. So next one is this: be smarter than your smartphone. Okay, phones. Every one of the businesses here, in some way, shape, or form, a lot of them, the majority of them, are referencing apps. We're referencing phones. There's nothing wrong with that, but I can promise you that smartphones are one of the biggest distractions that you're going to be facing in the coming years, and that everyone is facing right now. And that the amount of time that most people on average are spending on their smartphone you could come up with the idea and start a business and run a business, probably 3 more businesses in the same amount of time that you're spending on your phones. And so just be aware, be smarter than your smartphone. Don't be reactive. Use it as a tool. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing tool, but use it as a tool and don't let it use you. And then the last, I already kind of said, but it's kind of in terms of the stop whining and stop complaining about things, because it will only hurt you. And I'm going to share just a personal experience that I had and that really has helped me when I just end up being in situations that I would rather not be in. And so it's about finding joy in the journey and not only after. And we heard this from another mentor earlier in the video that she shared. But this is something I wrote a few years back, and it's called time limits. So in life, we have the opportunity to make choices, to act or be acted upon. So again, to act or be reactive. About 12 years ago, I served a volunteer mission for the Church of Jesus Christ, and I was served in this mission in Toronto, Canada. And when I got up there, it was really, really hard. It wasn't just hard because of the people or the experience. It was just lots of things. I grew up in a place that was the desert. It was extremely, extremely hot. And all of a sudden I was in northern Canada. And the very first month that I get there, the temperature went to negative 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. It was horrible. And so I just was having a really hard time. I missed my family. I missed my friends. I didn't get along with the missionary companion that I was with. And sometimes we would be driving to meetings, and I remember going, oh, I don't want to be here, but I didn't want to just leave and quit. And so I remember having the thought when we were driving in the car and it would be really snowy and lots of, bad weather and ice on the road. And I would remember thinking to myself, I kind of wish right now that we could just get in a car accident and that maybe I could break my leg or break my arm or something so that I could get sent home. And it was a really, really sad place to be in. I obviously needed some of the counseling from the company mentioned today. But I was having a really hard time. And whenever someone comes across something that they don't like in life, there's usually a quick fix. So if you don't like the food, well, don't eat it. Or if you don't like a certain person, don't be around them. Don't hang out with them. But here I was with the decision before me. And at the time, I just didn't realize that it was a decision. The only thing that I could see is that I didn't like where I was. And I said that I would be happy once I was home. And without realizing it, I had put a major time limit on my happiness. I was basically saying I can't be completely happy until I go home. And I believed it. I was able to get along. And I did have some really, really amazing moments, but I was never, ever fully happy. And I didn't know what to do. I would look forward to certain events or things throughout the day that I thought would make me happy. So I'd say, I'll be happy once we go home for lunch, or I'll be happy once I go to sleep tonight. And I would even do this with days of the week. And it was honestly ended up being every day. I'll be happy once Tuesday comes, once Wednesday comes. I'll be happy once Friday comes, Saturday comes, Sunday comes. And sometimes I was able to be a little bit happy, but along the way, I suffered, I cried, I ached, I begged God for help. I begged anyone for help because I just was having a hard time figuring out how I could possibly be happy in the circumstances and in the situation that I was. And I don't remember at the time having any big aha grand moment and just coming to perfect enlightenment. But I do remember that the more that I expressed gratitude, the more that I expressed thanks for the things that I did have control over and the things that were in my life, that things started turning around. And I did finally realize that it was a choice. It was my choice to be happy, not only after, but in this very moment. And it is really that easy. In life, we naturally look forward to things, and that's okay. But it's when we don't appreciate the here and the now that we allow ourselves to be unhappy and even at times suffer. And I don't know why we do this, but we do. And it continues. This continues through our life. We say, once I go to school, I'll be happy. And then we say, once I get done with school, I'll be happy. Once I get married, I'll be happy. Once I get a job, I'll be happy. And then right once we get a job, we say, once I retire, then I'll be happy. And so, whatever it is, if you're unhappy with a family member, if you're unhappy with a friend, if you're unhappy with the political events or the state of the world or 2020, whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, it happens. There will always be unknowns in our life. However, there is that one thing that I do know. It is our choice. It is your choice to choose to be happy, choose to enjoy the good times and the bad times. And I promise you that if you do that, that is one of the only ways that you truly can make it through to the other side. And why not? Why not enjoy what you're doing right now? So a lot of you are looking ahead. You're looking to, I'll be happy once we get done with graduation. I'll be happy once we find some investment to run our team. I'll be happy once we raise our Series A round. I'll be happy once we get to this many clients. Enjoy it. Enjoy right now. It's good to have goals. It's good to set goals, but also take the time to celebrate the small successes and enjoy the right now, everything that's happening, because life goes on and it goes on really quick. And I wish that I had looked back and enjoyed some of those experiences as they were happening, instead of being more miserable and just thinking that I would be happy once it was over. So I love all you guys. I'm super proud of you, and I'm excited to see the success that comes from what you do. And so that's about it. Again, nothing fancy, and there's no one really here to speak to anymore. So, but thank you. Good luck with what you're doing. Go out there, be successful. I know that myself and a lot of the mentors that are out there are more than happy to continue to help out wherever we can and give advice when we can. And I hope you all have a great week, month, and a great year.
Thank you, Cameron. Oh, yeah, let's turn my video. Everyone is still here. We just had to turn the cameras off for the live on Facebook. Thank you. Guys, if anyone has any questions, I'll go ahead and ask one if nobody has got one. So tell us, what are some of the advantages to start building a company in Moldova, to start a startup here in Moldova?
One of the biggest advantages that I've experienced is just the talent. I think because there's, like, I've seen it, and I know the stuff that you guys have gone through from the 90s to now. And one thing that you guys are really good at is you are good at that one skill that I mentioned before, which is figuring things out. You guys are really resourceful, and you're really good at figuring things out. And there's too many people around the world that they wait for their portfolio, or they wait till they have a piece of paper or a degree that tells them, oh, now you know how to do it. You guys, you blow past that, and it doesn't matter your certificates or your graduation or your degrees. You just go figure things out. So that's one thing. And then the other is the cost. Okay. Now, it sucks that Moldova's economic situation is what it is, in terms of that people are not paid as much as they are in other parts of the world. Yet their talent is just as good or even greater in many instances. Now, that being said, Moldova is also a lot cheaper. Okay. So the cost of living in Moldova compared to a San Francisco or a London or a New York is substantially lower. And so the ability to start a company, if you erase that all the money's coming only from Moldova, if you think about this globally, the ability to start a company or a startup in Moldova has so much advantage because you have talented people that can earn a good living wage and live in just as good or even a better situation than people that have to live in some of those bigger cities and that are working on a small budget. So, and I've said this often, it's possible to start a company in Moldova with 20 or 30 people on a team. And in San Francisco, you'd be able to hire 2 or 3. Okay. That sucks, but it's a huge advantage. And if you can learn to do business internationally, and again, I say Moldova is one of the best places to start a company. It's one of the worst places to have clients. If you can learn to get outside of Moldova and to scale beyond Moldova, beyond Romania, and to get into English markets, Asian markets, just make your product available globally, you can make the prices globally that other places are making, but your cost of living is so much less and your cost of operations are so much less that you can scale bigger, faster, and better than any of those other competitors can. So it's a huge advantage. And once you get to that scale, you can start paying yourself 10 times as much as people in the States or in Eastern or in Western Europe are making. You can pay yourself as much as you want when you get to that point. So it's a huge advantage. And I wish people would take advantage of it more instead of complaining about, you know, how things are cheap. That's a benefit. That's a very, very big benefit for all of you.
Thank you. Guys, does anyone have any other questions? Maybe the audience on Facebook, just check. If not, then I guess we'll just thank you a lot, Cameron, for being with us. Thank you for mentoring as well. Really, really appreciate that. And when are you coming to Moldova?
We'll see as soon as all this travel ban stuff lifts. We were supposed to be there this year. And so next time that I come, we'll have a big party at Andy's Pizza, okay? So okay. We'll do a big pizza party. So see everyone there. And again, good luck with everything else. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need something.
Thank you. And yeah, let us know when you're here. Okay. Right. So I guess that is just that was it, guys. Just to end up the graduation day for today. I'd like you to present the team who's been behind this project and without whom this wouldn't have been possible. It's the DreamUps team and the resident mentors who John has also been part of, the resident mentor at the Upcelerator. So I am delighted to be part of this team. Thank you guys for being so great and awesome and fun. Good. Do we have, I think we still have, if you haven't voted yet.
Yeah, we have the results. I just put it, I don't just make a refresh, maybe.
Let's see who's, okay, we have it here.
Yeah, here's the results.
The public favorite goes to Linotake. And then, okay, and then we have a couple ones that, okay, then it's iGrid MD plus us going the second place. Anyway, that is just the public favorites. That does not impact in any way the eligibility for your investment, guys. So the investors will be reaching out to you separately and discuss that. Okay, thank you everyone for voting. Now just to close it off, we are starting another batch of the Upcelerator in February 2021. So if you're interested to invest in any startups, if you want to participate in the next batch, if you want to be a mentor, or you know a mentor that would like to be involved, or you want to be a partner and sponsor, please reach out at hello@dreamups.md or just ping us on our Facebook pages. So congratulations, guys, once again. Remember, this was just the warm-up in your entrepreneurial journey. just the beginning. But nonetheless, don't forget to stop every now and then and celebrate the little milestones that you achieve. So congratulations and good luck. And yeah, join us for the next batch in February 2020 and follow us on social. Let's get social. That was it from me. Thank you everyone for being with us tonight. I wish you good luck and have a beautiful evening.